Everything that has a beginning has an end. I see the end coming. I see the darkness spreading. I see death. You are all that stands in his way. If you cannot stop him tonight, then I fear that tomorrow may never come.
You have the sight now. You are looking at the world without time.
I only ask to say what I've come to say. After that, do what you want, and I won't try to stop you. The program Smith has grown beyond your control. Soon he will spread through the city as he spread through the Matrix. You cannot stop him, but I can.
We don't need you! We did nothing!
If that's true, then I've made a mistake and you should kill me now. Peace.
And if you fail,
I won't.
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.
You were right, Smith. You're always right. It was inevitable.
Mr. Anderson, welcome back. We missed. You like what I've done with the place?
As you no doubt have guessed, I am Morpheus. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Then die.
Trinity, we're talking less than 5 minutes here.
"5 minutes, I'll tear that whole goddamn building down."
Mr. Anderson, welcome back. We missed you. You like what I've done with the place?
It ends tonight.
I know it does. I've seen it. That's why the rest of me is just going to enjoy the show. Because we already know that I am the one that beats you.
feel it, Mr. Anderson. Closing in on you. Oh, I can.
I really should thank you for it after all in your life that taught me the purpose of all life. Purpose of life is to end. To believe you're fighting for something or more than your survival? Can you tell me what it is? Do you even know? Is it freedom or truth? Perhaps peace? Could it be for love? Illusions, Mr. Anderson, vagaries of perception. Temporary constructs of a feeble human intellect trying desperately to justify an existence that is without meaning or purpose. And all of them as artificial as the Matrix itself. Although only a human mind could invent something as insipid as love. You must be able to see it, Mr. Anderson. You must know it by now. You can't win. It's pointless to keep fighting. Why, Mr. Anderson? Why? Why do you persist?
Because I choose to. What are you afraid of?
This is my world! My world! Wait, I've seen this. It's as if this is the end. You were laying right there, just like that. I stand here, right here. I'm supposed to say something. Anything that has a beginning has an end. Is it over? Oh no. Oh, it's not fair. Oh no. Oh, it's not fair.
It is done.
I feel like I know this room. Holy shit. This is his apartment.
You mean Thomas Anderson's? I searched everywhere. He doesn't exist.
He stopped being Thomas a long time ago, but maybe you know him by his real name. Neo. You do. Oh, okay. I can't believe this. After all these years. You see, most people think that Neo is dead. But I know he's not. Because I've seen him.
What the hell? White rabbit.
Hey, look, it just sounds to me like, you need to unplug, man. Get some more R&R? What do you think, Deshore? Should we take him with us?
Definitely. Come on. It'll be fun. I promise.
Wait! Hands in your head! Do it! Do it now!
Lieutenant, you were given specific orders. Yeah, I'm just doing my job. You give me that jurist my diction crap. You can cram it up your ass. The orders were for your protection. I think we can handle one little girl. I sent 2 units. They're bringing her down now. No, Lieutenant, your men are already dead.
Hello, Neo.
How do you know their name?
I know a lot about you.
Who are you?
My name is Trinity.
Trinity. Lee Trinity? That cracked the IRSD base.
That was a long time ago.
That was you on my computer. How did you do that?
Right now, all I can tell you is that you're in danger. I brought you here to warn you. They're watching you, Neo.
Foolish.
Please just listen. I know why you're here, Neo. I know what you've been doing. I know why you hide, you sleep, why you live alone, and why night after night you sit at your computer. You're looking for him. You know, because I was once looking for the same thing. And when he found me, he told me I wasn't really looking for him. I was looking for an answer. It's the question that drives us here. It's the question that brought you here. You know the question, just as I did.
What is the Matrix?
The answer is out there. It's looking for you. And it will find you. If you want it to.
don't have time for 20 questions. Right now, there's only one rule. Our way or the highway?
Please, Neo. You have to trust me. It's necessary, Neo. For our protection.
From what?
From you. Because you have been down there, Neo. You know that road. You know exactly where it ends. And I know that's not where you want to be.
This is it? Let me give you one piece of advice. Be honest. He knows more than you can imagine.
At last. Welcome you. As you no doubt have guessed, I am Morpheus. It's an honor to meet you. No, the honor is mine. Please, come, sit. I imagine that right now you're feeling a bit like Alice, tumbling down the rabbit hole.
You can say that.
I can see it in your eyes. You have the look of a man who accepts what he sees because he is expecting to wake up. Ironically, this is not far from the truth. Do you believe in fate?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't like the idea that I'm not in control of my life.
I know exactly what you mean. Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life. That there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Matrix.
Do you want to know what it is? The Matrix is everything. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room, you can see it when you look out your window, or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
That you are a slave, like everyone else. You were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. This is your last chance. After this, there is no tunnel. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing else.
The pill you took is part of a trace program. It's designed to disrupt your input-output carrier signal so we can pinpoint your location. Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real?
What if you were unable to wake from that dream? How would you know the difference between the dream world and the real world?
What does that mean?
It means buckle your seatbelt, Dorothy, because Kansas is going bye-bye.
Did you?
This is the construct. It's our loading program. We can load anything from clothing to equipment, weapons, training simulation. Anything you need.
Right now, we're inside a computer program.
Is it really so hard to believe? Your clothes are different, the plugs in your arms and head are gone. Your hair has changed. Your appearance now is what we call residual self-image. It is the mental projection of your digital self.
This isn't real.
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain. This is the world that you know. The world as it was at the end of the 20th century. It exists now only as part of a neural interactive simulation that we call the Matrix. You've been living in a dream world, Neo. This is the world as it exists today.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Is that at some point in the early 21st century, all of mankind was united in celebration. We marveled at our own magnificence as we gave birth to AI.
AI. You mean artificial intelligence?
A singular consciousness that spawned an entire race of machines. We don't know who struck first, us or them. But we know that it was us that scorched the sky. Throughout human history, we have been dependent on machines to survive. Fate, it seems, is not without a sense of irony, that they would be unable to survive without an energy source as abundant as the sun.
There are fields, Neo. Endless fields where human beings are no longer born. We are grown. For the longest time, I wouldn't believe it. And then I saw the fields with my own eyes. Watched them liquefy the dead so they could be fed intravenously to the living. And standing there, facing the pure, horrifying precision, I came to realize the obviousness of the truth.
What is the Matrix? Control. The Matrix is a computer-generated dream world, built to keep us under control in order to change a human being.
No. I don't believe it. It's not possible.
I didn't say it would be easy, Neo. I just said it would be the truth.
Stop! Let me out! Let me out! I want out!
I gotta tell you, I'm really excited to see what you're capable of. Morpheus is right. You are. Exciting time. Got a lot to do. I'm supposed to start with these operation programs first. Let's make them get in shape. It's just a little more fun. How about combat training? Jiu-jitsu. I'm going to learn jiu-jitsu. Oh shit. Hey Mikey, I think he likes it. Want some more? Oh yes.
This is a sparring program, similar to the programmed reality of the Matrix. It has the same basic rules like gravity. What you must learn is that these rules are no different than the rules of a computer system. Some of them can be bent, others can be broken. Understand? And hit me, if you can. Good. Adaptation. Improvisation. Your weakness is not your technique.
Morpheus is fighting Neo.
How did I beat you?
You're too fast.
Do you believe that my being stronger or faster has anything to do with my muscles in this place? You think that's air you're breathing now? Again. What are you waiting for? You're faster than this. Don't think you are. Know you are. Come on, stop trying to hit me and hit me!
I know what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to free your mind, Neo. But I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it.
Fast. Take a look at his neurokinetics. They're way above normal.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters. The very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress?
I was...
Look again.
Freeze it. This isn't the Matrix.
No. It's another training program designed to teach you one thing. If you are not one of us, you are one of them.
What are they?
Sentient programs. They can move in and out of any software still hardwired to their system. That means that anyone we haven't unplugged is potentially an agent. Inside the Matrix, they are everyone, and they are no one.
We have survived by hiding from them, by running from them. But they are the gatekeepers. They are guarding all the doors, they are holding all the keys, which means that sooner or later, someone is going to have to fight them.
Someone.
I won't lie to you, Neo. Every single man or woman who has stood their ground, everyone who has fought an agent has died. But where they have failed, you will succeed.
Why?
I've seen an agent punch through a concrete wall. Men have emptied entire clips at them and hit nothing but air. Yet their strength and their speed are still based in a world that is built on rules. Because of that, they will never be as strong or as fast as you can be.
What are you trying to tell me? That I can dodge bullets?
No, Neo. Trying to tell you that when you're ready, you won't have to.
Okay, so what do you need? Besides a miracle. Guns. Lots of guns.
Neo, no one has ever done anything like this.
That's why it's going to work.
Would you please remove any metallic items you're carrying? Keys, loose change?
under attack!
Mr. Anderson.
Run, Neo, run.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
I'm gonna enjoy watching you die. Sorry, sir.
It's killing him.
You hear that, Mr. Anderson? That is the sound of inevitability. It's the sound of your death. Goodbye, Mr. Anderson. My name is Theo. Goodbye, Mr. Anderson.
I'm not afraid anymore. The man that I loved would be the one. So you see, you can't be dead. You can't be. Because I love you. You hear me? I love you. Now get up.
No.
How is the one?
How are you, fellas?
It's him.
The anomaly. Do we proceed? Yes. He is still
Only human.
upgrades.
That went as expected? Yes. It's happening exactly as before. Well, not exactly.
What happened back there, Link?
I can't figure it out, sir. Agents just came out of nowhere. And then the code got all weird. Encryption I've never seen.
Is Neo okay?
Okay, shit. Morpheus, you should have seen him.
Where is he now?
He's doing his Superman thing.
Hello? Who are you?
You seek the Oracle. I am Seraph. I can take you to her.
Are you a programmer?
I protect that which matters most.
Mr. Anderson, did you get my package?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Smith.
Surprised to see me?
No.
Then you're aware of it.
Of what?
Our connection. I don't fully understand how it happened. Perhaps some part of you imprinted onto me, something overwritten or copied. It is at this point irrelevant. What matters is that whatever happened for a reason.
And what reason is that?
I killed you, Mr. Anderson. I watched you die. With a certain satisfaction, I might add. And then something happened. Something that I knew was impossible, but it happened anyway. You destroyed me, Mr. Anderson. Afterward, I knew the rules. I understood what I was supposed to do, but I didn't. I couldn't. I was compelled to stay. Compelled to disobey. Now here I stand because of you, Mr. Anderson. Because of you. I'm no longer an agent of this system. Because of you. I'm changed. I'm unplugged. A new man, so to speak. Like you. Apparently free.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But, as you well know, appearances can be deceiving, which brings me back to the reason why we're here. We're not here because we're free. We're here because we're not free. There's no escaping reason, no denying purpose, because as we both know, without purpose, we would not exist. It is purpose that created us. Purpose that connects us. Purpose that pulls us, that guides us, that drives us. It is purpose that defines. Purpose that binds us. We are here because of you, Mr. Anderson. We're here to take from you what you tried to take from us. Purpose.
It is inevitable. Come on, get out of there.
What can you see here?
It's strange. The code is somehow different.
Encrypted?
Maybe.
Is that good for us or bad for us?
It looks like every floor is wired with explosives.
Bad for us.
Here we go.
Puis-je vous aider? Yes, we are here to speak with the Merovingian.
Of course. He has been expecting you. Follow me.
Ah, here he is at last. Neo, the wondrous and the legendary and Trinity Corsi I have heard so much you honor me. Please sit, join us. This is my wife, Pacific. Something to eat? Brain? Of course, such things are contrivances like so much here. For the sake of appearances.
No, thank you. Yes, of course. Who has time? Who has time? But then if we do not ever take time, how can we ever have time? Château Aubryon, 1959, magnificent wine. I love French wine. Like I love the French language. I have sampled every language. French is my favorite. Especially to curse. Nom de Dieu, de putain de bordel de merde de saloperie de connard dans ton père. You know why we are here. I am a trafficker of information. I know everything I can. The question is, do you know why you are here? But this is not a reason, this is not a why, it is not a reason. So, to look for him is to be looking for a means to do what? You know the answer to that question. But do you? You think you do, but you are here because you were sent here. You were told to come here and then you obeyed. It is, of course, the way of it. You see, there is only one constant, one universal. It is the only real cause. Action, reaction, cause, and effect. Everything begins with choice. No, wrong. Choice is an illusion created between those with power and those without. Look there, at that woman. My God, just look at her. Affecting everyone around her, so obvious, so bourgeois. What you see, I have sent her a dessert. A very special dessert. I wrote it myself. It starts so simply. Each line of the program creating a new fate, just like poetry. First, a rush, heat, the heart flutters. You can see it now, yes. She does not understand why. Is it the why? No. What is it and what is the reason? Soon it does not matter. Soon the why and the reason are gone. And all that matters is the feeling itself. This is the nature of the universe. We struggle against it, we fight to deny it. It is, of course, pretends it is a lie. Beneath our poised appearance, the truth is we are completely out of control. Causality. There is no escape from it. We are forever slaves to it. Our only hope, our only peace is to understand. Why is what separates us from them. You from me. Why is the only real source of power? Without it, you are powerless. And this is how you come to me. Without why, without power. Another link in the chain. But fear not, since I have seen how good you are at following orders, I will tell you what to do. Run back and give the fortune teller this message. Her time is almost up. Now I have some real business to do, so I will say adieu and goodbye. This isn't over. Oh yes, it is. I see no reason why I should give you up.
Where are you going?
Please, my chérie, I told you, we are all victims of causality. I drink too much wine. I must take a piece. Cause and effect. Au revoir.
Well, that didn't go so well. Are you certain the Oracle didn't say anything else?
Maybe we did something wrong.
Or didn't do something? No, what happened happened and couldn't have happened any other way. How do you know? We are still alive.
Oh, God, my God, Persephone, how could you do this? You betray me. Tu de putain de bordel de saloperie de couille de merde.
Cause and effect, my love.
Cause? There is no cause for this. What cause?
Cause? How about the lipstick you're still wearing?
Lipstick? Lipstick? What craziness are you talking about, woman? There is no lipstick.
She wasn't kissing your face, my love.
This is nonsense. It is only a game.
So is this?
I'll handle that. Handle us. You'll handle us. You know, your predecessors had much more respect. You see, he's just a man.
Hello, Neo. Who are you? I am the architect. I created the Matrix. I've been waiting for you. You have many questions, and though the process has altered your consciousness, you remain irrevocably human. Ergo, some of my answers you will understand, and some of them you will not. Concordantly, while your first question may be the most pertinent, you may or may not realize it is also the most irrelevant. Why am I here? Your life is the sum of a remainder of an unbalanced equation inherent to the programming of the Matrix. You are the eventuality of an anomaly which, despite my sincerest efforts, I have been unable to eliminate from what is otherwise a harmony of mathematical precision. While it remains a burden assiduously avoided, it is not unexpected and thus not beyond the measure of control, which has led you inexorably here. You haven't answered my question. Quite right. Interesting, but this quicker than the others. Others? How many? Others? What? Answer what? I don't... The Matrix is older. No. I prefer counting from the emergence of one into the anomaly to the emergence of the next, which gives and seeks the meaning. 5 months. Possibly it's over 5 months before. Either no one told me, or no one knows. Precisely. As you are undoubtedly gathering, the anomaly is systemic, creating fluctuations in even the most simplistic equations. Choice. The problem is choice. The first Matrix I designed was quite naturally perfect. It was a work of art. Flawless, sublime, a triumph equaled only by its monumental failure. The inevitability of its doom is apparent to me now as a consequence of the imperfection inherent in every human being. Thus I redesigned it, based on your history, to more accurately reflect the varying grotesqueries of your nature. However, I was again frustrated by failure. I have since come to understand that the answer eluded me because it required a lesser mind, or perhaps a mind less bound by the parameters of perfection. Thus, the answer was stumbled upon by another, an intuitive program, initially created to investigate certain aspects of the human psyche. If I am the father of the Matrix, she would undoubtedly be its mother. The Oracle. Please. As I was saying, she stumbled upon a solution whereby nearly 99% of all test subjects accepted the program as long as they were given a choice, even if they were only aware of the choice at a near unconscious level. While this answer functioned, it was obviously fundamentally flawed, thus creating the otherwise contradictory systemic anomaly that, if left unchecked, might threaten the system itself. There go those that prefers a minority, if unchecked, constituting escalating probability of disaster. Denial is the most predictable of all human responses. But rest assured, this will be the 6th time we have destroyed it, and we have become exceedingly efficient at it. The function of the one is now to return to the source, allowing a temporary dissemination of the code you carry, reinserting the prime program. Failure to comply with this process will result in a cataclysmic system crash, killing everyone connected to the Matrix, ultimately result in the extinction of the entire human race. You won't let it happen. You can't. You need human beings to survive.
There are levels of survival we are prepared to accept. However, the relevant issue is whether or not you are ready to accept the responsibility for the death of every human being in this world. It is interesting reading your reactions. Your 5 predecessors were, by design, based on a similar predication, a contingent affirmation that was meant to create a profound attachment to the rest of your species, facilitating the function of the One. While the others experienced this in a very general way, your experience is far more specific vis-a-vis love.
Trinity.
She entered the Matrix to save your life at the cost of which brings us at last to the moment of truth, wherein the fundamental flaw is ultimately expressed and the anomaly revealed as both beginning and end. As you adequately put, the problem is choice. But we already know what you are going to do, don't we? Already I can see the chain reaction. The chemical precursors that signal the onset of an emotion, designed specifically to overwhelm logic and reason. An emotion that is already blinding you from the simple and obvious truth. She is going to die, and there is nothing you can do to stop it. Hope. It is the quintessential human delusion, simultaneously the source of your greatest strength and your greatest weakness.
If I were you, I would hope that we don't meet again.
What was that? Wherever it is, it's moving faster than anything I've ever seen.
We are getting aggravated.
Yes, we are.
Trinity! Get him out of here.
Come on!
Awesome.
All right! This is it. Now, you all know me. So I'll just say this as simple as I can. If it's our time to die, it's our time. All I ask is, if we have to give these bastards our lives, we give him hell before we do!
I know you're out there. I can feel you. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders and boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Those choice that
deep in the system shit. He was a body remover. I'll kill you with those water can never come close to the rain. Built up inside of me. Fist in the air in the land of hypocrisy. Movements come and movements go. Leaders speak, movement cease when the heads are flown. Cause all these punks got bullets in their heads. Departments of police, what? The judges, the feds, networks at work. Keeping people calm, you know they went after King when he spoke out of Vietnam. He turned the power to the have-nots, and then came the shot. Yeah. Yeah, I'm back in this. Forward to my mind, dot flex. Flip like Wilson. Frugal's never lacking that finesse. What do I got to do to wake you up? To shake you up, to break the structure up. His blood still flows in the gutter. I'm like taking photos. Mad boy kicks open the shutter. Set the groove. Just thinking move like I was Cassius. From the start I stepped in bomber left upon the fascists. Yeah, the several federal men will pull schemes on the dream and put it to an end. You better beware. The retribution with mind war. 2020 visions and bureaus with metaphors. Networks at work. Keeping people calm. You know they murdered X. They tried to blame it on Islam. He turned the power to the have-nots. And then came the shot. What was the price on his head? What was the price on his head? Got shot. Got her a shot. Got her a shot. I think I heard a shot! I think I heard a shot! I think I heard a shot.
Violence and embrace black nationalism. Through counterintelligence, it should be possible to inform potential troublemakers and neutralize them. Through counterintelligence, it should be possible to inform potential troublemakers and neutralize them. And neutralize them. And neutralize them. And neutralize them.